We continue with coverage now of the men's 200-yard butterfly. You see the NCAA record. Stewart of Tennessee. Carey of Stanford has the Pac-10 record. And I think, as you pointed out, Janet Evans, the difficulty of this race is really emphasized by the fact that there's nobody in this field of 200 yards that swam the 100.
Absolutely right. The 200 butterfly, not in conjunction with the 100 butterfly, is a distance event, and this is a lot of distance swimmers in here.
Can you pick a favorite out of there?
It's going to be close. Josh Illica, the junior from the University of Southern California, is a very good distance swimmer. He should have the endurance to pull out a good race.
And Matthew Pierce from Stanford, just a sophomore. They are the ones that right in the middle of the pack.
And Jeff Julian from USC in lane number 5 almost made the Olympic team in this event. So it's a very strong field.
Cito Vasconcelos of USC. From Ecuador is in lane 2. Sean Cargan of California is in lane 1. Dominic Gallick of California in lane 6. Chris Counts of Arizona in lane 7. Alex Silver in lane 8. 200-yard butterfly.
And as we mentioned, Tom, this is a distance race. They have 200 yards to swim. The first 50 is an important part of the race, but as it wears on and as we get to the third 50, the 150-yard mark, that's when the race is going to be decided.
Lanes 4 and 5, and the man in lane 5, Jeff Julian of USC, has a very slim lead over the man in lane 4, Matthew Pierce of Stanford, as they turn. And in lane 3, Josh Illica of USC.
Josh is a distance swimmer. We should look for him to improve as the race continues. In lane number 4, Matthew Pierce from Stanford breathes a little bit differently as butterfly. As you can see, he breathes to the left. He doesn't breathe straight ahead of him. So in many ways, that is an advantage because he's able to see where his competitors are. And that might help him as this race wears on.
Well, Jeff Julian must be doing some pretty good breathing, Janet. He's out in front. He's in lane 5. And in fact has widened his advantage over Pierce, who's in lane 4. Remember, count from the top of your screen down.
There's Jeff Julian, and this is the key 50 right here, the third 50 going into the 150-yard mark. If you start to get tired on this 50, the last 50 yards going into the 200 mark is very difficult. So we'll see if Jeff Julian can continue with his lead.
Well, he started out on top, and he continues to lead the field as we get down to really crunch time. Julian just a bit ahead of Pierce now, beginning to make a move at him, but he's about a half a body length behind, and Pierce looking at him, sees him with every stroke. Julian hits the wall and turns.
And you can see Julian has a very efficient stroke. He has a slow turnover, he uses his hips a lot, and that makes him less tired as the race continues. So that's how he's able to win this event and become a Pac-10 champion.
He has done it, and he did it with ease, it appeared. And in fact, Pierce kind of weakened and slowed in the last 25, while Jeff Julian swimming in lane number 5. There he is from USC. Maintained, he got out first and stayed there. So from wire to wire, there he is again.
And there we see his great technique. He breathes every other stroke as he comes into the finish. There's not a soul in sight. Very efficient stroke. It gets him where he needs to go without taking very much energy from him, and that's why he's a great 200 flyer.
Gallick of California finished swimming in lane 6, finished in the number 3 spot.
And that's a great victory for Jeff Julian. He's a senior at the University of Southern California. A great way to end his Pac-10 career.
And in the number 4 spot, Josh Illica of USC, also a senior, who finished 4th. What a grueling race. And take a look now at the official time of the men's 200 butterfly. Julian of SC 144.86. You see, that's a very big margin over Pierce, who had just a slim margin over Gallick of California. What an impressive win for Julian. We'll be back with more of the Pac-10 Men's Swimming and Diving Championships. The 400-yard freestyle relay is next on the agenda. Stay tuned.